Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and felt like you weren't good enough? Felt that your physical appearance wasn't up to standard, up to society standard? Like you just felt not unhealthy, but you didn't like the way you looked. You didn't like the fact that you were too big, too small, too tall, too short, color, shape, anything. Well, that's one of the topics today on our story time. We are going to be talking about body positivity, and this is something that has affected me very personally, and it's a very hard topic for me to talk about. So it's gonna be a bit of a tough one for me to talk on. I really didn't want to talk about it, but it's hard for me to talk about it. And the fact that I am doing it, it's because I want people out there to know that they're not alone in this, and that's just one of the topics we're going to be talking about today. So, body positivity. It's hard for a person to be completely positive when it comes to their body, because in today's society there are always something you want to change about yourself. I mean, nobody's perfect, but everybody is also perfect in their own way. And personally, I've struggled with this a lot because of my weight, especially because I am on the healthier side of life, as people like to call it. They don't want to fat shame or any of the terms used out there, but I have gone through it. And the thing is, I can't even explain it because it's hard, it's difficult to talk about. I mean, trying diets and trying medication and doing all that you feel that you could do, but then having no sense of progress, and having progress and then stopping and falling back, and it's been a rough road for me when it comes to my weight. I mean, last year was a bit rough because
no, let's not forget how well you were doing last year.
Yeah,
it's okay to cry. It's okay.
I was doing really well last year, and seeing that I was in campus in my final year, and that's where people are more stressed and more concentrated on actually studying. So that's where people would normally put on more weight. But I managed to lose more weight in that, and not because of stress, it was because of gym. And after I finished my exams and stuff, that's when the holiday came in, and it was around November, so November, December, January.
December, you had the whole flu.
Yeah, so around that time period, that's when my weight loss journey came to a halt, and I started backpedaling. So it's been a rough road, and I know that I need to get back on it, and I am trying, because I've tried a lot of ways. I've tried banting, I've tried keto, I've tried starving myself, and it's not something that girls out there need to go through, because everyone is beautiful in their own way. And I feel very strongly about this kind of video, and I know I'm going around in circles here, but all I want to say about body positivity is girls should not be ashamed about their size, about what they look like, about your skin color, about your shape, tall, short, none of that. You are beautiful in your own way, and all I have to say is, if you want to get healthy, get healthy. If you want to go and eat junk food and live your best life, you do it, because at the end of the day, you only get one life, and you live it to the fullest. So at the moment I am starting intermittent fasting, and today is my first day actually, which is probably why I'm so emotional, because my hormones are all over the place and it's been hard. Because intermittent fasting, there are different time periods where you eat, and so I'm doing the 14-hour fast, where you fast for 14 hours and you eat your normal 3-course meal in 10 hours. So last night my fast started at 12 and it ended at 2 today. It was really hard. I really felt some side effects, and I am still getting through it, but it's only the first day, and I know the first couple weeks is going to be hard, and I will keep you updated with that in a whole nother video on my intermittent journey. I'm going to try this out because at the end of the day I do want to lose weight and actually feel healthy, because from my backpedaling experience these past couple months, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I feel unhealthy. It's not about just eating junk food or drinking cold drink anymore. I physically feel unhealthy. And the thing is, I love my body, but there are also things I hate about it. And for example is, I love my height, I love the way I'm shaped, I love my curves. It's just my tummy, which is something that most girls or whoever find the hardest to lose, and I'm finding it so hard because I've never had a flat tummy. And to see girls out there wearing these crop tops and stuff like that, I know it's like something that might be small, but to someone who's always wanted to do that, and I know that some people be like, you're not fat, you go out and you wear that crop top. I get that, but still at the end of the day I want to get to a certain point in my life when it comes to my body, and I'm just gonna try and get there with the support of Sinalin. And trust me, he's seen plenty of these breakdowns. He's literally been my rock for the past 3 years.
Swearing me in your head after every gym session.
And out loud. But he always tells me how proud he is of me, even when I stop or put on extra kg. There was a point too where I got to 90 kgs and I had a massive meltdown. Like, it was like the end of the world for me. So it affects me that much. And Nolan just held me and he told me that no matter what, I'm always beautiful, and that he'll always support me in whatever I do. So I think when it comes to weight loss, it's all about your support system at the end of the day, because even if you do lose that weight, it's going to be a drastic change for you, and you still need that support system behind you. And I'm so thankful to you for having given me the support that I need.
I think people also need to realize that they need to do it for themselves and not for anyone else. Like I always told you.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it for yourself, then there's not enough motivation there to be doing it. Where
don't change for other people.
Change for yourself.
Don't change because your boyfriend wants someone thin. If he wants someone thin, time to get the hell out. Honestly, time to walk. There's the door. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You do it for you. Success is a peace of mind, which is direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming.
So, do degrees automatically make you successful?
Personally speaking, I don't think that degrees automatically make you successful from personal experience, because I am recently graduated and I have been looking for a job since December, I would say, and let's just say that it's rough. I mean, it's only been a couple of months, and I know there are other people that have graduated maybe years or like a year or so, and they're still looking for jobs. So it's a tough world out there, especially when it comes to having your degree. I think in today's society, certain jobs and certain things you study are also looked down upon or maybe looked up upon because take for example, it's a typical stereotype that Indians want their children to become doctors, lawyers accountants and engineers. It's typical stereotype, and you can ask anyone this. Why are those four professions looked like, I don't understand, like they're gods, or just because they think that they make more money? I mean, that's not true. I mean, I could be a marketer, open up my own business, and still make more than your son or daughter that could be a doctor. You see, the thing is, I feel that in society today, it's all about status. It's about how you look, what job you have, what qualification,
what
car you drive. Automatically, because you have a degree, you're smarter than everyone else. I can successfully say I'm a marketer by trade because I have the qualification for it. But I know people out there that don't have marketing degrees, but they have marketing experience, and
me.
and they and they are more qualified than I am at this moment. And the thing is, people just, it's not a good trait. That's what we're trying to say. We talking about this topic because we know what happens. No one wants to talk about it, but it needs to be said. It needs to be brought up.
And I think also it's especially like people who don't go to study, right? Like for example, those that don't want to study out of choice, and then you get those that don't study because they don't have the opportunity to. So those that don't have the opportunity to study should not be looked down upon either. Because you must understand also their circumstances that stop them.
Exactly.
It's not because they don't have the capability of, but it's because they don't have the opportunity.
And even if you don't want to study, that is your opinion, that is your life, the way you want to live your life, you go for it.
Like I said before, success is not the same for each person. Like let's for example, right? If I reach 10 million rand, I'll see myself as successful. But another person can be like, hey, he made his first 1,000 rand, and for him that's success.
Success is something that you feel that you've achieved in yourself,
and you worked hard for it.
Exactly, for you to get to your goals. It's not for anyone to say that they think you're successful. It's not for anyone to put a label on you and say, oh, he's so successful, she's so successful. No, success is something that you attain for, that you build in your own self.
I don't want to judge your term of success.
Exactly. Everyone has their own term of success, and that's the way it should be. You shouldn't have to live up to anyone else's expectations of their definition of success.
Like, okay, I don't think it's nice. Okay, not nice, but have you ever noticed that whenever you see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, whether it be a friend, an auntie, an uncle, or family member basically, and the first thing they'd be like, hey, how are you? Are you studying? You got your degree. Are you working? What are you doing?
What you doing now?
Yeah.
That's the Indian term.
And
what you doing now?
The thing is, I don't understand why people always look down on you if you don't have a degree. Alright? So, I mean, yes, it's important. But at the end of the day, even without a degree, you can still become successful and you can still become wealthy in life. Okay? Like, I've seen personal experiences where that happened. And the thing is, I don't like the fact that people nowadays only worry about the piece of paper that you have. I mean, that shouldn't
hold you back in life.
Yes, and that shouldn't determine your success. I mean, okay, for example, look at these street people. All right, they're making 20 grand a month.
Exactly.
But the thing is, they still look down upon.
Yeah.
And I don't think that also a person's occupation. I don't think that should be looked down upon either, because remember, people have different hobbies, different desires. People are different, and different occupations make different people happy. So why should it be that if you're not a doctor, then you're not good enough, or you're not going to be successful? You get what I'm saying? That shouldn't be a reason for you to look down on someone. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I just don't think it's nice.
It's our opinion.
Yeah, I just don't think it's nice that people look down on you, whether you don't have a degree, or whether you're not in that occupation, or whether you have different goals than them. Because that's the main thing. Like, if I'm driving a nice car and someone else doesn't, why should I pick on them? They worked hard for what they got. It shouldn't matter if they have less than I am. You should be happy. Oh, one more thing that irritates me so badly. It's if someone else reaches their goal before you, why can't you just be happy for them? Why can't you just support them and be there for them and not be judgmental and look down on them and talk bad about them behind their back? I find it so irritating. Like, just be happy for them because they worked hard to get where they got. And so who are you to badmouth them just because you never reached there yet?
Like, I get what you're saying. There's a difference between envy and there's a difference between jealousy.
Yes.
Like, it's healthy to be envious. Like, wow, I love how he's done it. I envy him so much. I will get there. I want to do it myself.
It's supposed to push you harder to get to your goals, not take you back a step and down.
And take their name down. Don't drag their name into the mud.
So
to the lighter side of things, every week we ask people on Instagram to give us topics that they would want us to talk about, and we normally take about 2 of those topics for like the end of the videos. And today's 2 topics are our tattoos and what they mean. And the second light topic for today is a guy's perspective on dating a tall girl. Would you date a tall girl? Well, she's taller than you. So for the first one, we're gonna dive into our tattoos. So I only have 2 tattoos. Nolan has 1, and we kind of got it in the same year of each other.
Yeah, but we didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other, but we did get our first tattoos in the same year of each other. I got mine in December in 2016. Yeah.
I got
2016.
mine September 2016.
Yeah.
I lost count.
Around
somewhere there.
So we are going to be putting up pictures of our tattoos.
This is mine.
Somewhere around here. Well, he can actually show you his. Mine's is a bit more. Yeah, okay. We get it.
No, mine is let me explain what
okay,
mine
so
is.
you explain what yours is first.
Mine is just a Pisces. I'm Pisces, so I just do Pisces. So
there's
no real meaning to it.
No, I mean, your star sign is Pisces and you have a design of Pisces on your shoulder. So do you know any characteristics of what a Pisces is?
It's a fish. I got 2 fish on my finger. I got 2 fish on my arm.
Do you know what it represents, genius?
My star sign.
Okay. So I know a little bit about Pisces because my sister is Pisces and I'm into star signs a little bit. So Pisces are very stubborn people. They are very hot-headed as well, but they are extremely lovable. They have love. You don't know any characteristics. Don't come with your characteristics. They are extremely lovable and are always willing to help, and they just ooze love. So some information for you.
Some oozing ball of love.
Yes, you're an oozing ball of love. On to my tattoos. So I'm not going to show you my tattoos because mine are in weird areas, but I have one on my thigh, and basically it's a paisley design. And paisley designs, it starts from like my knee and it goes up to my thigh. And paisley designs it basically symbolizes linking your spirit, soul, physical and mind all together. It links everything together. It's basically harmony with your whole body. It keeps everything in sync. So that was my first one, and it's my biggest one as well. It was also my most painful one. I had this one done in 2 sessions of 6 hours each, so this tattoo took 12 hours altogether. My second tattoo is on my neck, and I had this done last year. I think it was last year Feb, last year Feb, and it's basically a Chinese symbol on the back of my neck, and it stands for love. And below it is my mom and dad's birthdays, but it's even more special to me because I had my dad write out their birthdays in calligraphy because he's awesome like that. And he wrote it out for me, and I gave it to the guy to do it for me, and I basically have my dad's handwriting on my neck. So yeah, that's the symbolism of our tattoos.
Next question.
Nolan will have to answer most of this. So what is a guy's perspective on dating a taller girl?
To be honest, that's fine. Seriously, let me explain, right? Like we discussed earlier, your height, your weight, your looks should not really matter when you're dating someone. If you fall for someone and you love them, then that shouldn't really matter. So yes, I date a tall girl. I don't know about you all, but yes, I would.
I would date a tall girl too.
But
I don't know about you guys and what y'all take about dating a taller girl. Comment below, give us a shout out, tell us what you think. But I personally feel that a lot of guys feel intimidated by dating a girl that is taller than them, or even if they are exactly the same height. Now, girls, we love to wear our heels, our highest heels, pretty heels. We want to feel sexy, and heels make us feel sexy. So sometimes, most times out of others, girls end up being taller because of the heels we do wear. Well, the girls that like to wear heels. So I feel like girls feel intimidated, and boys feel intimidated by taller girls. But I think that there is a stereotype being broken, because I did read an article about how shorter guys are showing off their tall, beautiful wives and girlfriends, and how much the internet is loving it at the moment. So girlies, if y'all are taller than y'all's guys, if y'all are taller than y'all's husbands and boyfriends, go for it. It's an amazing thing to be tall, and I wouldn't exactly know. I am short as hell, so I wish I was taller to reach the top shelves of things in shops, because I look like a child just jumping up and down trying to get rice from like the back shelf. So
sensitive topics out.
Not even sensitive topics. It was more than sensitive. It was emotional on my part. It was straining on Nolan's part. But let us know in the comment section about how you like us talking about topics like this, relatable topics that no one wants to talk about. And we are having a little surprise coming out in the next week or so. We're not gonna...
We are?
Yes, we are. You know it. We're not gonna tell you what it is. We're gonna wait for it to come out, and then we're gonna post it. But we just want you all to know that there is going to be a surprise coming up in the next week. So
see y'all.
See you on the next one.